All right, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha'Rakah Kodash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone wow, and shalom to the elect wa abba baba. So yesterday was Friday the 13th, 2024, the year that we hope for Jacob's trouble. And the reason why Friday the 13th has its famous name, right, as Friday the 13th, is because of history. The Edomites slaughtered scores of Israelites on that day. It says, this is from Wikipedia, history of the Knights Templar, which were Israelites, and what it was in the Dark Ages. They were trying to get the Jerusalem back, all right? But the Dark Ages were ending, and the Edomites were coming out of their darkness of being not able to deceive the world, right? They were enslaved. They were, cast out into the wilderness, into the caves. And so they're coming back. They're making their comeback to become what they are today. And they slaughtered a bunch of French Israelites that had the secret society of Templars, all right? And they were trying to come together against Esau. And the Arabs and the Hamites, they were all fighting just like today over that promised land, which it was promised to the Israelites. It says, scores of French Templars were Salakia. Let's see. Simultaneously, at the same time, Salakia. I went to pull that word up and they changed on me and I couldn't get the history. But it says, some cite the arrest of the Knights Templar, so they arrested these Israelites on Friday, October 13th, 1307, by officers of King Philip IV, which Philip was an Edomite. That's why you got the Philippines. That was him, right? Of France, which he eventually ruled over Spain also. As the origin of the Friday the 13th superstition, but it is agreed the origins remain murky. But what they did was they slaughtered a bunch of them at the same time. Israelites that were trying to go back to the promised land. They were under the name of Knights Templars, all right? And they got movies about this. You can look them up for yourself. I've seen them myself. And, the history's there. You just got to look into it. But this is the same thing as it is now, all right? We're in the beginnings of the time known as Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30, verse 6. Allah's means grief. It's an expression of grief. For that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right, so Jacob's trouble, but we shall be saved out of it. The hopeful elect, that body of Yahweh Shai. All right, Jacob being the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, and that's why you hear all these things, even about Trump promising to take away natural birth citizenship. He's going to make everybody that is an Israelite an enemy to the state because they're going to bring out the implantable microchip and make it mandatory. All right? And it's because this testimony which we hold of Yahweh Shai, that's what it is. It says in Matthew 24, verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. See? But we have to endure. It says, verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So we have to endure. We got to go through whatever we got to go through. But we're about to be persecuted. All right? And just like, back then, it is now where they're fighting over all these doctrines. They're fighting over the Holy Land, right? They're talking about a war in heaven, right? They're talking chariots that are showing up. They're trying to say drones on certain levels, but the United States government, their spokesperson, just came out and said, we did not say those were drones. They are unidentified. So those are chariots straight up out of the mouth of the U.S. government. So they're pretty much telling you there's a war in heaven. Why do you think Trump came out with the Space Force? Right? Eventually, we're about to see some action, and this place is gonna fall by violence. In Revelation 18, and I say this because the prophecies. Okay, that's what we are. We're spiritual men, so we bring you the prophecies. It says in verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh is going to send his son, Yahushai, hath avenged you on her. So he's going to punish this place by sending Yahushai to deliver us, and this place is going to fall by like lightning through the nuclear destruction that's been prophesied. It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, which this is talking about the nuclear missiles, and cast it into the sea. The sea isn't the ocean. It's talking about the people of America, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon, America, be thrown down and shall be found no more at all, which ancient Babylon still exists. It's talking about ancient Babylon too is part of the promised land. So it's going to endure, it's not going to be Babylon known as Babylon. It's going to be known as the Holy Land. Jerusalem, the city of peace where we dwell, the Israelite. But right now, you don't know that because the wicked are ruling. But America is Babylon the Great, who are to be destroyed. And once again, it's not going to exist ever again. Shalom to the elect. Wa abba.